What's up, y'all? I'm Gravity. Welcome to my first motivational speech. Take a couple minutes of your day to gravitate with me. Who am I? I am a believer, an achiever, a dreamer. I refuse to let the world bring me down. Life is too short to sit around. If the world knocks me down, that's an opportunity to look at the sky from a different position. When I was young, I didn't listen, and I wound up in prison. But that still didn't determine who I am, because God had a different plan for me. I always had a lot of energy, and it would get me in trouble because I didn't channel it in the right direction. But I refused to be stereotyped and let the world determine who I am. Now I'm gonna channel my emotions, which is energy and motion, to greatness, success, love, peace, being humble and wise. My mom would always send me Bible scriptures when I was in prison, and I would think how it's gonna help me in a riot or when I'm depressed or locked down. But what those scriptures did was give me hope without me realizing it. Because no matter my situation, God was there with me. I would be so overwhelmed at times, it felt like I couldn't breathe. But then out of nowhere, I would feel this calm and peace. And at those moments, I knew there was something greater than me. G-O-D. The Bible says, for as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. And I came to the conclusion people are the way they are, not the way you want them to be. So the more you try to change someone, you're giving away your life source. We have to work on ourselves and let the actions speak for us. When you wake up in the morning, ask yourself, who am I? And align yourself with that inner being. Find your natural talents God gave you and use your imagination to your advantage by visualizing yourself being your best version. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. Imagining an act can activate and strengthen regions of the brain involved in real life execution, improving performance. For instance, imagining playing a piano can boost neuronal connections and regions to the fingers. There are 6 benefits to being more imaginative, enhancing your problem-solving skills. Being imaginative in your leisure time can also help you overcome obstacles at work, preserves money, improves your social interactions, piques curiosity, and develops self-confidence. About 1 in 3 people in the United States have anxiety disorders, including phobias, and 8% have post-traumatic stress disorder. Since the 1950s, clinicians have used exposure therapy as a first-line treatment, asking patients to face their fears with real or imagined in a safe, controlled setting. Anecdotally, results have been positive. Knowledge is the purifier. Les Brown says, reprogram your mind. Billy Graham says, get a personal relationship with God. Deepak Chopra has a book called Super Brain. Unleash the explosive power of the mind, maximize health, happiness, and spiritual well-being. Don't wait for something bad to happen to you in order to change. We all have one life. Why not strive to be your best version? Trials and tribulations are bound to come. Our bodies have a natural response to that called the fight or flight response. We have an option to choose what we're going to do in the midst of that trial. Fight, flight, or freeze. I choose to fight in a positive way. So can you. Let's make the world a better place. James 1, verse 2 through 5. My brethren, count on all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. When I was in confinement, away from general population in prison, something we call the box, it was for inmates that got in trouble and will be on lockdown 24/7 for however long we got sentenced for, which varies from 15 to 120 days, depending on your behavior. I received a gift like a flower growing in between concrete, which showed me no matter how hard your surroundings are, something beautiful can happen. We would use material from our mattresses, attach a piece of weight to it, and make a fishing line in order to get books, magazines, and so on by gently pulling it under the door. That's when I received a book with no cover, wet, with pages missing, called Super Brain by Deepak Chopra from my neighbor. The knowledge from that book opened my eyes and the dreams I was receiving from God were supernatural. I found out who I was at that moment in life, a vessel to speak into people's lives. No matter how hard your situation is, don't give up. Be like the flower growing in between concrete. I did, and so can you. And ask yourself, who am I? God bless.